I don't know where I'd be without you. Lord, you are awesome. I don't know where that came from. Hey guys, it's Daphne here and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite vocal advice when it comes to how to recover your voice. If you've lost your voice, if your voice is raspy, if you've been singing all weekend or anything like that and you're like, my voice is gone, how do I get my voice back? How do I make sure that my voice is okay? So this topic, the only reason why I feel like I'm such a pro at it is because I lose my voice all the time. If you notice in my Travis Green vlog, what was the question that I asked him? It's something that whenever I meet like a singer or a professional gospel artist or anything, I think it's one of my #1 questions. What do you do to make sure that you don't lose your voice? So it's always important to kind of know certain ways to make sure that your voice is okay and you don't actually end up with vocal damage. I went to a conference, part of the choir in the conference, and they had these mics that they're not like real, mics that you sing with, they're the choir mics. There was monitors there and I'm like, I need to sing so like I can hear myself. Okay, so imagine I'm in a choir with like 30 other people and I'm like aiming my voice at the mics and I'm really trying to make sure that I'm heard. It's a 3-day conference. I take a nap and I wake up and my voice is, not my voice, my throat is throbbing. My whole neck is literally throbbing. And I'm like, I actually think I heard something. I didn't know what to do. I was in so much pain. So I went into research mode, in panic mode, because I literally felt like I was never gonna sing again. I'm not even joking. It sounds dramatic, but I literally like, I'm never singing again. I talked to some people that I knew that were vocal coaches and they gave me some advice. And then ever since that day, I still lose my voice, not like that, but since that day, I believe my voice actually dropped like significantly. My voice was wasn't always this deep. I don't know if it just came with age, but my voice permanently dropped. I feel like I damaged it that day because I wasn't singing properly. I was pushing way too hard. I wasn't doing warm-ups. I wasn't doing anything to make sure that my voice was being maintained. So I'm going to share some of the tips. These are all things that I've done. It's not things like, oh, I'm thinking of doing. These are all things that I've done and I can tell you how they worked and what happened. #1, something very easy, drink water. Water helps to clear all the phlegm and all the stuff that's going on in your throat and all that stuff, and it's the healthiest way to get, bacteria and things out. So that day I drank so much water. I drank so much water the whole week. Like I've never had that much water, I think, in my life. Well, you see like a lot of people who are even speakers and singers that do like, speaking events or anything like that, they always have water beside them to keep their vocal cords moist. #2, this is a very basic one. #2 is to rest. One thing that I learned is that my vocal cords are muscle. The best way to make them strong, the best way to make sure that they relax and that they get their strength back is to rest them. So that literally means not talking. Professional people that do singing and things like this for a living, some of them have vocal rest days where they do not talk for the entire day, or they have set points in the day that they don't talk so that their voice can recover and strengthen. Because the more you use it, the more tired that it gets. And talking, whispering to it, it's not as helpful as you would think. Even now I'm talking a lot and I'm like, voice is a little tired already, but that's fine. I went to an interview one time, my voice sounded like this, and they straight up asked if I was a smoker. And I'm like, I have asthma. If you have a flu or if you have a cold, there's only so much medicine that you can take. Every doctor will recommend that you rest. It's the same thing with your voice. #3, to the tricks. One of my favorite tricks and one of the most delicious tricks that you can do is to eat out of the jar honey. Oh, it feels almost better than drinking water. You can really feel the honey just coating your vocal cords. I've heard of people who perform who have a jar of honey with a spoon, eat it in between sets and in between takes. I actually did that for a Pro project. I had my little honey thing. You might even see it in the video, really small. But I had honey on the side, just spooning it as I was going. Honey is great. It really soothes it. Anything with lemon, I've never eaten like a lemon just straight, but lemon in tea and things like that is very helpful. It once again helps to clear that mucus. It's not always the best tasting, but lemon and honey tea, always good. This one I had to really get used to the taste, but it's never failed. Once again, never failed. It's made it so that I actually, when I think I don't have a voice left, it actually gives me my voice back. This is just my opinion. Ginger. So there's a couple of ways. I get ginger candy. The ones that I get are a little bit sweeter, but they do help and they do taste kind of gross at first. but I find them very, very helpful. You can also get the very raw ginger that burns your throat. Like it literally burns it on the way down, but it feels so good. And there's also ginger tea, which also does the same thing where it burns it. But it still feels like you're clearing it, and it burns you, but it soothes you. The ones that I get are called gingins. They're little blue ones. They also have like a green flavor that's kind of like more sweet, but I'll get the blue ones. They're chewy. They have a little bit of caramel, but I absolutely love them. All right, the next thing, and this one is not for the weak of heart, okay? I can't even do this around people because of what my face does. If you really want to be extreme and your voice is in a lot of pain, you can always go with oil of oregano. It's disgusting. It burns you to the point where you feel like there's actually flames on your tongue. You do it and you're like, oh, that's not that bad. You just put 1 or 2 drops in your tongue. You think, oh, that's not that bad. Then you begin to swallow it, and then literally your whole, like everything is just like it's the aftertaste. It doesn't go away for a while, but it works. So many people have recommended that to me. It's not for the faint of heart. Things that I tend to avoid, even though you'd think that they would be helpful. Halls, I don't think Halls works. I do like Ricola. I find it the more natural route. Halls is just sugar, and to me it just tastes nasty. A lot of people also do throat sprays where you numb your throat. Once again, it helps the pain. I haven't done that, but I know a lot of people that do that. There are some preventative ways to not lose your voice. Obviously warm-ups, doing scales. You know, there's a straw technique that I learned where you literally just have a straw and you blow bubbles into like a little thing of water that's like half full. You don't make the straw go too deep, but you just kind of leave it on the surface and you just blow bubbles, and you can feel your vocal cords kind of warming up. It's so important to warm up before and after, because it's just like, you know, if I were to just go run a marathon without working out or stretching or whatever, I'm gonna feel it later. But warming up really helps to make sure that your vocal cords are ready and strong and you've built that muscle. Another great thing, this is also kind of for if you're kind of stuffy and you have to sing, I call it the steam treatment. I saw Travis Green actually doing this on his story. A bowl of boiling hot water, okay? So you don't touch it. Boiling hot water. He puts his face right over it. Make sure you don't burn yourself, but you usually won't. You can even put some little drops if you have eucalyptus oil, and you just kind of drop it and just put a couple drops in it. You literally feel like you're at a spa. You put a towel over your head, okay? And then you just let the steam just completely clear your nose, your throat. Oh, it feels so amazing. I would even just do that if you had a rough day and you're like, I just want to steam treatment myself. But those are my main tips. And I've used them all. I would definitely recommend ginger, honey, Ricola, to things that you can kind of just bring with you if you sing a lot. Always have like a little, I would almost call it like a little vocal emergency kit. Always have water. Drink water all the time. If you know that you have a lot of singing coming up, don't stretch your voice in rehearsals. Don't stretch your voice in preparation, sound checks, nothing like that. And that way you can perform and sing comfortably and happily without any pain, without paying for it later. I'm telling you, do a couple of these little tips and tricks, and you will see a difference and you'll feel a difference. I hope these tips help you. If you have any other suggestions, or if you have anything else that you think would work, or things that you have tried, put them in the comments below. Let me know. I want to know. Like, if there's more that I can do, I want to know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out some of my videos, guys. I just released a project called Pour Out Project, and it was so great. It was such a great experience, and I'm so happy that it's finally out. And guess what? I have so many things coming out next year, and I'm so excited to share them.